Hey guys, Donald here from St. Paul's Kids. Now, our theme this term has been from Colossians 3:23, which is whatever you do, do it like you're doing it for Jesus. And the story we've got today is about a guy who lived that verse. In fact, he actually said it. That's right, it's about Paul. Now, Paul had a plan and a purpose, and he knew that God had a plan for him, and he wanted to follow God and follow Jesus wherever he went. Now you see, he was in Jerusalem, and at this time, all the super holy people were like, no, we hate Paul, because they remembered that they sent him out to persecute, to hunt, to make all the Christians criminals. And all of a sudden, he is back telling everybody, I was wrong. Sorry guys, made a mistake. Actually, Jesus is the Messiah. He's God. How cool is that? Now, he was not liked by them at all. He was, needless to say, public enemy number one to the super holy guys. And so they wanted to kill him. They wanted to get rid of him. And so they even went to the Romans to try and get them to do it. But Paul wanted to share Jesus with all the people in Rome. He wanted to go to the capital of the whole empire and tell the emperor about the one true God. He had a plan, and God laid it on his heart. So they put him on a boat as a prisoner. Now we're not talking about Paul and everyone knew that Paul was innocent. So they were the centurion with him, treated him very kindly. They looked after him. And they got him on a boat sailing up to Rome. Now you might think, oh, it's lovely sailing, woo. But no, this is like old school, like so old, it's older than me school. This is when all they had was like a bar up ahead and a little big sail, and they'd have to row if they were lucky. Now, the only way for that boat to get somewhere was for the wind to blow it that direction. So they waited for the perfect wind, and it arrived. Now Paul, he knew something wasn't right. He could feel it in his spirit. So he said to the centurion, we don't want to sail. We should probably wait winter here, guys, because I don't think the wind's going to work for us. This is something's not going to go well. And an angel told him, yeah, no. You're in for a rough ride here, buddy. And he said to them, look, I've been told we're going to be okay, but this ship is stuffed if we sail. The captain looked at him, oh, I'm a master captain. What do you know? Have you sailed? No, but I know the Most High God. Well, I trust my ability, because I can sail a ship. Oh yeah. Just saying what God told me, bro. And the captain and centurion set sail. Sailing away. Now, there's a beautiful breeze. Started off lovely. The captain was there on the deck. Remember that guy saying, God said. And the wind changed direction. And it got a little bit stronger and stronger. And before you know it, a squall had happened. And the wind was blowing the ship not close to land, but away from it. And they were at the mercy of the rough seas. The ship was like a cork sitting in the ocean. And the sailors were throwing things off to try and help the ship stay afloat. They were like, whoa, sail! And it got really, really bad. They were like this for 14 days. That's 2 weeks of sailing in a storm. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty certain there've been a lot of people on the side of that ship going, but Paul, he was resolute. He knew that they were going to be okay because God told him. In fact, just at the end, an angel appeared to him that night and they said, hey, Paul, this is how it is. And so he got up the next day and said, guys, we're going to be hitting land soon, so let's have a big feed. Don't worry, because an angel told me we're going to be okay. In fact, he said not one hair on our head's going to be harmed. I wish someone said that to me. However, we're going to have to make it work. So we've got this, guys. Now the sailors of the ship, they were like, yeah. And they drop the little life rafts. Oh, we're just going to put some sea anchors out. Yeah, sea anchors. Yeah, sea anchors. But they were so worried that the ship was going to sink that they want to escape themselves. Paul walked up to the centurion. Hey, I don't want to tell tales, but if they get into those boats, they're gone. And if that happens, we're in bigger trouble than we are now. Centurion was like, got out a sword, walked past them as they were loading up the boat to drop anchors, and he chopped the line, and the boats fell into the raging sea and drifted off. And the sailors were like, huh? Looking at the centurion with the sword, smiling back at them. Huh? Uh-huh. Huh? Uh-uh. Uh-huh. Uh-uh. Huh? And they set about trying to save the ship. And sure enough, when the sun rose, there in front of them was an island. And they thought, there it was, our salvation. There was even a little beach, and the boat was going quite close towards it. So they thought, now's our chance. The captain grabbed the rudder, saying to everyone, I've got this, guys. I'm the captain. I can steer this boat anywhere. And there's a small, narrow gap for the boat to get through, to get to this beach. And he was going to sail the boat right up there so he could do some repairs on it. And then at summer, they could sail it back out. Coming through, thinking, yeah, I've got this. And then the noise happened. The boat jammed, like someone put a handbrake on. As the bow was jammed onto a reef. And the waves were still crashing over the back of the boat, starting to break it up. The centurion knew what to do. Right, everyone who can swim, jump in there and swim for that beach. And everyone who can't swim, get along or something or anything and float that way. Don't let go. And they all dived in, grabbing onto planks and tires or anything they could get their hands on to float. They all swim to that beach. And eventually they got there crawling up the beach, exhausted, having given every ounce of their energy to get there. Now, some of the local villagers saw the ship coming and thought, who on earth thinks that they can get the boat through there? Oh my goodness! And sure enough, they saw it crash. So they knew they had to get a fire going to warm them up. So they started gathering up, and Paul was there. And so he walked over and he grabbed some branches, and they were watching. And out from this branch came this viper, and it wrapped itself around Paul's arm, and Paul just went, and threw the snake into the fire. Oh, that tickled. And carried on sitting down talking. Now all the villagers are like, ooh, this guy must be a real bad one. I mean, he survived a shipwreck only for a snake to bite him? Because it was the most poisonous snake on the island. Many times have they seen a snake bite someone, and within a minute they were dead. So they were watching going, well, how long? Oh, I don't know. What can't be too long. Well, I bet it isn't. I bet he's going to die soon, eh? Yeah, because they're waiting for Paul, his face to balloon up, and then they're watching him. He said, no, what's going on? It's been ages, man. What's going on? I should be dead by now. I've never known anyone to live this long. I know. What's going on? And there was Paul, sitting in the corner, just around by the fire, telling all the other villagers about this amazing person that he knows personally, Jesus. And the villagers were like, hey. And then after 5 minutes, they were going from, to, And they said to him, you must be a god if you can survive that snake. He's like, whoa, back the truck up, guys. Nah, I am so not a god. But I do know the one true God. And his name's Jesus, and he loves you. So while they were on the island, Paul was doing miracles. He made some sick people, he prayed for them, and they were better. And then another ship came through when the weather was better. All the centurion, the sailors, and the other prisoners jumped on this boat, and they sailed back over to Rome. And there, Paul got to share the story with Jesus to all the Romans, to all the people there. He even got to stand before the emperor and tell them about Jesus, the one true God, and how he died. But his story didn't end there, because he was risen again and he lives alive in our hearts today. And that's the story for you guys this week. Have a great week, guys. I'll see you later.